Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am French Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, January 8th of 2025, 9:47 in the a.m. Let's say it together. Praise our Heavenly Father, from whom all blessings flow. People, I am not myself this morning because I am shaken by the revelations that our good Lord has placed upon me. I knew last night I had stumbled upon something, but I had no idea that the sprinkling of information that would come thereafter. I began to give up on information that I knew I had had in the past. However, I did find an old video which will help me do my presentation. I pray that everything goes smooth here because, again, I usually review everything, but I'm so broken mentally, I'm just going to wing it. But I guarantee you, it's all going to come together. I've said for a number of years now, in fact, I said it way before I did YouTube, that America is not only planning a divisionary war between the cultures in America, just read between the lines, that black people at the end would be the ones that will be utilized in such a way to unfortunately spearhead this great division so chaos would come. You know, I did a video a few days ago about the black guy in New York. I'm going to get back into that video. You guys probably remember that video I did. The black guy who was beaten to death by those security guards. This was it was a horrific situation. And you have to ask yourself, what kind of world are we living in when someone can beat someone to death? Robert Brooks. Now, I did 2 videos on it. I'm still waiting on to see what is going to transpire from that. I don't believe it was done without a higher power being involved. And I said that in my videos. You have white guys on a black guy. Okay? That creates racial tension, does it not? Does it not? Anybody in their right mind, especially in this day and time, would know there's going to be video in relation to you, in relation to what you did. Am I right? Okay. So what gives? I'm thinking beyond the box here. You can check out my 2 videos, get more detail. Which leads me to my current point. Someone sent me a video. It was sent in a very peculiar way. I won't say how, but just want to say thank you for sending it to me. They know how they sent it to me, and I found it. And wow. I had been doing some research recently on New York and who to contact in relation to that beating. Now, I want you to understand that I predicted some things way back in the day when a video came out. This video, Snoop Dogg, Lavender. You guys probably remember I ran a lot of videos on my last channel. And doing the live on July 13th when Trump got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania, I brought it up then. That even though they had a white officer doing the damage to a puppet Trump in the car, there was a black guy filming it. I said in the future the roles will be reversed and the black guy will be blamed. Well, people, fiction, assumption, whatever you want to call it, I believe it's here. And like I told you guys before, it's going to be rough for me to walk down the street in the future when this thing pop off. You guys be careful. I don't care what color you are. They want America to implode, okay? They want America to implode, but they got to seed it first. Do you understand? They got to seed this atmosphere first. So I've built that. Now watch this. Question was asked that when this guy here on January 1st at 3:15 in the morning, Shamsuddin Jabbar with his white truck killed 15 people and injured dozens more. What if I told you the media has made an emphasis that he was a black man? That's right. And I'm saying to myself, my God, what a way to stir up tension between people. That's dangerous. And the person didn't have a verifiable source. Well, I'll put it to you like this. They didn't have a second source. They had a first source, then they repeated the information. Should that have been done? But let's watch the video so I can segue into it. This video here is in relation to, and you have to ask yourself the question, people, because I was in the media. Watch the camera work. How did the person know exactly to film the guy coming down the street with his white truck? Check it out.
I have it before it goes into the crowd if you want to show it.
Show it before it goes into the crowd.
Other B-roll of the truck as well.
Okay, let's see some B-roll here.
So this is
That's 3:15 a.m.
This is just traffic on the side street.
and he's gonna take a right here.
Now let me ask
shortly.
you a question. What camera is so focused on that truck?
That's a
Why
very
is
good.
that camera following it? Why does
Good
the
one.
camera know to follow the white truck?
Well, see that's the barricade right there, people. Now watch what he does. He stops, and then he takes his hard right, and then boom, he's going. And now he's going.
Can't even look at that.
No, and now he's gone. He's going 80 miles an hour down a narrow street, and now they all know that.
Well, let me ask you, why does the camera know to follow that?
I'd like to know whose footage this is. That's what I'd really like to know. Have they edited down into a square for us, maybe a security camera from across the street, or who is taking this and knows to take this? Or is this multiple?
Because you know the ring cameras, like you know those cameras that people are out there, or even the PZ.
All these are good questions. Whether it was a wide angle lens or just a circular lens. The camera moved with the traffic. Did it not? Did the camera not move along with the traffic? Look at it.
And he's gonna take a right here.
Now let me ask
shortly.
you a question. What camera is so focused on that truck?
That's a
Why
very
is
good.
that camera following it? Why does
Good
the
one.
camera know to follow the white truck?
And
See
zoomed
that's the barricade
in.
right there, people. Now watch what he does. He stops, and then he takes his hard right, and then boom, he's going.
Something's wrong, people. Something's wrong. Just want you to use your head. Something's wrong. Go back and watch my old videos, how I did the numbers on the mayor. Come on, man. This thing's deep. Thank God for the ability to decode. Now watch this here. Listen to this guy talk about this incident, and he puts it out and says, a black man. Listen.
Looking at the neighborhood. So, are you hearing anything from your people in law enforcement as to how widespread this could be?
I have a good source that was telling me, but I have not been able to confirm it through a second person. But this is an investigator that this individual is not Arab. He's a black American, and that this is a Nation of Islam group. That this individual practiced Islam, but under the Nation of Islam. Now, I don't know if that, I haven't been able to verify that with a second source, but that possibility is out there. I think from what I've seen that's coming in is that we know that they chose New Orleans, but we have to ask why. Why did they go all the way there? That night, they could have chosen in any state the ability to kill numerous people, but they chose.
Now, he doesn't have a source. He's a former FBI special agent. I want you to listen to his words again. How do you say this? Listen.
That there could be bombs and explosives in there, but they're also looking at the neighborhood. So, are you hearing anything from your people in law enforcement as to how widespread this could be?
I have a good source that was telling me, but I have not been able to confirm it through a second person. But this is an investigator that this individual is not Arab, he's a black American, and that this is a Nation of Islam group, that this individual practiced Islam.
People, I had Islamic friends all through life, okay? I worked next door to the mosque on 75th Street and Stony Island here in Chicago. You can Google it. I used to manage the KFC right there on the corner. I believe it's a KFC and AB and it's a two-facet restaurant. A&W Root Beer / KFC now, I believe that's what it is. Back in the day, it was just a KFC. It was one of the most profitable stores we ever had. And the mosque where Louis Farrakhan preaches his sermons is right next door to the restaurant. We had a lot of Islamic friends. What I learned is that they seek peace first, okay? They don't go out beating people up. They don't go and do this type of stuff. Like any group, if you mess with them, the tolerance level gets lower and they're gonna, defend themselves. So for this gentleman to put this out here saying he has a source, but yet he don't have a follow-up person to substantiate, that's not the right thing. You're inadvertently seeding the atmosphere. My source says it's a black man, Nation of Islam. But this is what I predicted people back in the day. This is what I predicted. And we gotta be careful. Now watch this here. This is what I'm saying. This is what started with me back in the day. And I said, there's no way in the world how this Snoop Dogg was able to put a video out here taking out a dummy Trump. You gonna tell me, like I said in my videos back in the day, how has a black man got that much power to get away with something like this? You know good and well we can't get away with nothing like this. People, that you make a video like this going after the #1 most celebrated president in America since JFK, and he produced this, and he's a black rapper in America? Come on, man, use your head. You know good and well, the average white person would have been like, dog, you in entertainment, but you done went too far. Am I right or am I wrong? And as a black man, I was mad as hell. Because now you made it dangerous for me in case it happened. And then I said in a few of my videos, Snoop Dogg should apologize. You guys remember me back in the day. I popped off a few times on this thing. And now we're here with the possibility that if something happens to Trump, because recently I also expanded my thought and said that one of the top 3 people that could do it would be an illegal. Remember I said that? An illegal with this kind of skin. Still black. How accurate was I in thinking about it? But this is gonna blow your mind. This is when the video came out, y'all. March 12th of 2017. March 12th. I want you to look at it. 3/12. Snoop Dogg video. Lavender. See it? Snoop Dogg. Lavender. I dissected this bad boy back in the day. I did an excellent job. I got to find all those videos. I did this. I'm like, how did this black man get away with doing this video? Come on, man. How did he get away with that, people? You know it had to be some powers behind this to make this okay. You just can't do this as a black man. You can't in America. You can't. So what is it about, baby? You know the powers do tell stories for the future, do they not? But look at this. I told you the video came out March 12th, 3/12. Wait for it, 3/12. If you take March 12th, 2025, subtract it from election day, 11/5/2024, Donald J. Trump won. The difference is 47. 4 months and 7 days. I got the chills, baby. Come on, man. The Snoop Dogg video, 312, versus the day that Trump won, comes out to Trump's, the 47 president. You ain't seen nothing yet. Because 312, let me show what else the good Lord showed me this morning. 312, ain't that what Trump won? Electoral College. I said, ain't that what he won the other day? Electoral College. Oh, it's deep, ain't it? It's deep. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy, Jesus. I'm telling y'all. Let me look at something else. I'm gonna go off the beaten path. I might regret it, but you never know what's up there. There it is right there. 3/12/2025 versus that day. Kamala Harris did what? She did a certification on Trump Electoral College votes. The difference is 66, 2 legs of 666. Let's hasten on. 312 is still speaking. Because if you take 312, Snoop Dogg video came out, anniversary 2024, subtracted from January 20th, 2025, inauguration day. The difference, people, is 315, 315 days. I always wondered why we kept hearing 315. Remember 315? At 3:15 a.m., people. At 3:15 a.m., this is when this went down. Listen.
It's 3:15 a.m.
This is just traffic on the
Yeah.
side.
Did you hear what he said? Listen.
That he's flying the ISIS flag?
So this is the clip of the truck. I have it before it goes into the crowd if you want to show
Yeah,
it.
show it
and then I
before it
also
goes into
have
the crowd.
other B-roll of the truck as
Okay,
well.
let's see some B-roll here.
So this is
That's 3:15 a.m.
This is just traffic.
You hear what he said? 3:15 a.m. I'm gonna play it again. It might make y'all mad, but I want you to get it. Listen.
Other B-roll of the truck as
Okay,
well.
let's see some B-roll here.
so this is
That's 3:15 a.m.
This is just traffic.
3:15 a.m., people. Snoop Dogg video, 3/12/2024 anniversary versus inauguration day, 1/20/2025. 3:15. Is that coincidence? But look, it gets crazier. 45. Trump was the 45th president. And look at this. My birthday, October 9th. Do you know if you take October 9th and subtract it from December 31st, you get 84 days. And who was born August 4th? Barack Obama. People, that's why I just got to do the video because it's mind-blowing. But look at this. Here's 312 again. 3/12/2025. Anniversary, Snoop Dogg Lavender video versus Trump's birthday this year, 6/14/2025. The difference is 95 days. What is 95? The 95th day of the year is April 5th. Again, Trump 45. Now let's go into this on my Rumble account under Friendshot Mike, one word. What God showed me 6 years ago. Like I told you, I've been thinking about this race thing for years. This is what I did this video. It was on my old channel, and luckily I had those videos, about 90% of them, on Rumble. So as you can see, over 2 years ago, real old video. I want you to listen to what God showed me in a dream.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendshot Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. November 17th of 2022, 12:07 in the PM. Happy Thursday. May you have a peaceful day. God bless. People, today I want to do a video that has been burning in my soul for over 6 years now. I did a similar video maybe 7 or 8 months ago on it, just in part, just a small part. But a few days ago, I had a dream. And like I said before with you guys, my forte is not, I don't consider myself in that light of being a prophet or forecasting things in relation to dreams. But the other day I had one. And I went into the bottom of a place, and there lied a casket. And I felt death. When I say I felt death, I knew that it wasn't your normal feel of someone having a homegoing. I knew that I had to pick this person up and embrace him. And as I brought him to my bosom, he went limp. And as he went limp, he spoke to me simultaneously. And I said, God, what are you showing me? What are you saying? Because I have never, ever had a dream like that. Like I said, I felt death. Now, naturally, when you hear that, you're saying, well, Pearson, of course you feel death. The person was dead. I get it. What I felt was that which surrounded him preceding his death. Just instantaneous. As soon as I picked him up, and as I brought him to me, I thought that his head would go over my shoulder, but it didn't. The head went backwards. And that's when it spoke to me. And it said atmosphere. And then the dream was over with. And I'm like, okay. I'm not in the mood to marinate on this because I'm just waking up at the same time I was waking up. So I want to say this was maybe Sunday or Monday. And like I said to you guys before, I don't usually plan my videos. I just pray and do them every day. And I try to go with the leading of God. And so this week, of course, we had the announcement of Trump running for president. Somewhere in the middle of all those videos, you guys responded about Trump not being here anymore. Trump being under attack. The atmosphere surrounding Trump. That wasn't Melania on stage. Melania on stage. And that wasn't Trump on stage. But let me tell you the one that got me. You remember it in the video. A lady said that when they had the camera on Trump, watch this. When the people in the audience, after Trump gave his speech, when he was walking around, she said, she looked at the camera It was lined up with Trump. But Trump wasn't in the camera view. I'm gonna say it again. Imagine 10 people filming Donald Trump in the crowd after his speech to be president of the United States. They're filming him. She said when she looked at their phones, she didn't see Trump. It hit me so hard. If you remember that video that I did, put it in the comment section when I said that, what that lady said. See, the Bible says God works in mysterious ways. That's all I can say. I haven't been able to rest since that. So I'm gonna start off with something. I don't want you to be offended. I want you to show what I want you to see what God has been showing me for over 6 years now. I want to first of all give a shout out to this brother, Jesse Lee Peterson. I've watched his videos. He has a video titled Jail Time for Snoop Dogg, Lavender Mock Assassination Video of President Trump, Not Funny. Now, when I did my video back in the day, I spoke on the lavender, and that's in the color scheme of purple. I will put this in the description, but I want to give a shout out to this gentleman. Listen to his video as he talks about that Snoop Dogg got away with doing the video where he did this. And so now I want to speak to you about what's been buried in my soul for over 6 years since this video was done. Pray for me. Ever since this video came out years ago, depicting rapper Snoop Dogg pointing a gun at Donald J. Trump, I became scared. I became frightened. I became aware to the reality that a black man in America had risen to a point in this society where he could pull off such a stunt and not become blackballed, blacklisted, or banned, not only in America, but possibly around the globe. You see, people, if you live long enough, you learn things. You begin to understand power. You begin to respect power. You understand how power is designed, who holds it, and that power is the tool. I said the tool, if utilized at appropriate time, at an appropriate...
It's a shame so many people struggle to build wealth.
Pray this comes back up.
Donald Trump Jr. here with an
can move and shape anything. I submit to you, ladies and gentlemen, that there is no way on God's green earth that a black man, yes, someone who looks like me, was not only allowed to navigate through power circles in Western culture without being blackballed, blacklisted, or treated like a biblical leper, but Snoop Dogg actually thrived. Now I want you to listen to the gentleman's video.
Insane. Hopefully this guy will be arrested. He have to be, because if nothing is done, it's clearly going to encourage others to do the same thing. Have someone done this to Barack Obama, it would be on the front page news of ABC, NBC, MSNBC, CNN, the New York Times, and we'll be talking about that forever. Forever. It's mind-blowing. You don't hear really don't hear much about Snoop Dogg doing this at all. Nothing. When you flip through the channels looking for it at the top of the hours, you hear nothing about it. You don't see anything about it, no debates about it, no discussion about this at all. But you know, it's okay. It's not going to stop the president from making America great again.
I submit to you, ladies and gentlemen, that there is no way on God's green earth that a black man, yet someone who looks like me, was able to get away with this. And he navigated through power circles in Western culture without being blackballed, blacklisted, or treated like a biblical leper. But Snoop Dogg actually thrived. You see him doing more music, commercials for name brand companies, Super Bowl entertainment, and co-hosting TV show with Martha Stewart. I even saw him on Wheel of Fortune. Now, before brothers and sisters begin to pounce on me about bringing this up, I want you to think long and hard about my points here. You see, I understand the science of gradualism. The powers allowed Snoop to carry out this Donald J. Trump depiction in the video. You see, all videos, when you're with a major label, go through their screening process. They weigh the cost-benefit factors. They ask if this is controversial. Will it cost you? You see, there's no way this video didn't get denied of approval. There's also no way someone is going to make me believe Snoop Dogg came up with this on his own. You see, in the science of gradualism, one needs a basis from which to operate, and key notable people to fulfill your objectives. And what's the objective? The future of Donald J. Trump being taken down. I teach the 5 C's: clues, codes, colors, calculation of time, and conclusion. God in his infinite wisdom blessed me with this revelation to connect history with future events. This is in the metaphysical realm. The Bible says there is nothing new under the sun. That is, on the earth, we are able to see things being played out or manifested before us. And sometimes in the same generation, it occurs multiple times. What am I saying? When the George Floyd situation happened, the eruption around the world was birthed in history. George Floyd, that event was birthed in history. It had a genesis. You see, a vast amount of situations Black Americans found ourselves in was first cooked up in the spiritual realm to launch a future George Floyd event. Satan knew that division, hardships, discriminations upon races could one day be used as a force to make worldwide social unrest.
And ask yourself, is that what's going on the national and international level? You guys have seen how Trump said he's going to go after the Haitians. I believe that's Springfield, Ohio. I did a few videos on that. Haitians are my color. I will conclude it now. I might do a follow-up later. I just want you to understand, I believe they're setting us up. They're setting us up. And the statement by this man here, to me, was irresponsible. It was irresponsible. If you don't have conclusive evidence, you don't need to bring that out. And again, with the camera work and other videos that I've done personally, none of this passes the sniff test. So to me, allegedly, this is fulfilling this. And the odds are it will be a man of color. And they will utilize this to bring social chaos to America. If you like the work, please subscribe, thumbs up, go to my site, Friendshot Blue, click on my face there, and then after that, click on more. If you can help the channel, I appreciate it. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, and PayPal. I also have a P.O. box. If you can't afford to give an offering, I appreciate it. Just pray for me, and trust me, I'll pray for you. God bless you. We'll see you soon.